What's going on, everybody? It's Dot Bets. We're checking back in. We got week 7 coming at you with our DFS lineups. We got our prop plays and we got our free picks. We will go over all those shortly. I want to give a shout out to everybody tuning in. Let me know who you guys are on today and who you guys like in DFS. As always, check out the free Discord. It's linked to the Twitch channel. Free to join. We've been absolutely dominating NFL and the NBA. That started up, and I'm on a 4 in a row prop streak. We have the props.cash bot in our Discord. An incredible feature. Easy to navigate which props to go ahead and play and go ahead to fade. So join the Discord. We got Justin in the chat. Says it's time, week 7. Let's go. I agree. I'm ready to go. I actually enjoy the slate. The DFS slate is a little bit tougher. We have very expensive plays in our stacks. If you guys have checked out the YouTube video, if not, please go ahead and do so. We are stacking the Titans-Chiefs game. We're going to stack the Miami and Atlanta game. And then we are going to stack some of the Green Bay and football team. However, I'll probably have a little bit more of the Green Bay side than the Washington side. My favorite game to stack is the Miami-Atlanta game. And also, if you guys have any breaking news, inactives, or whatnot, throw them in the chat. I just saw that Devontae Parker is inactive, which sucks for the Dolphins today. However, still like that stack. You can just funnel it more towards Waddle and Gesicki. And I don't know, did they say if Preston Williams was active or not, or inactive? Shepard and Stevenson. Is that Sterling Shepard? Parker inactive. Stevenson's out? Wow. Fire up Damian Harris. Damian Harris for sure. I was going to take him for a touchdown parlay. However, it was minus 110. I wanted to get plus odds. I do like Damian Harris today, especially now that Stevenson's out. Oh, yeah. So top stacks, we got Tannehill. Pretty much these top four quarterbacks here. Stack them with their receivers or their tight ends. Gesicki and Kelsey are very nice features today. However, if you are trying to stack this Kansas City-Tennessee game and you want to go Mahomes, Hill, Kelsey, and run it back with Henry, it's going to be incredibly too hard on the salary cap. We were talking in the Occupy Discord this morning. Like their lineup builder, you could not do it. It would not let you. Like there wasn't like much left over to be a competent lineup. So I don't know. I would advise going maybe pivoting from Kelsey or from Tyreek to Mecole Hardman. I like him a lot today. And I think his touchdowns today, anytime touchdown was like plus 240. So I ended up, I like him as well to get a score. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any DFS questions throughout the stream, any prop questions, any start sit for fantasy. I'll be here. We'll probably be here till about 11 a.m., depending on how many questions we get. So let's get after it with the picks. Okay, so this is just a little recap of all the on the dot. This is last 6 weeks. Been a little bit negative. We got 18 and 23 for minus 428. I moved my head. There you go. Minus 4.28 units. VIP is about 20 units in the black. So VIP has been crushing. I incorporated a little bit more VIP plays, kind of piggybacking on there. Appreciate the follow, RSK215. Appreciate you, man. So let's get going with the first play. So Eagles +2, minus 110. So VIP is on a teaser, and I tease these guys up to +9. But I like them straight up to even win this game. If you want to sprinkle the money line, 100% could do so. I think this Eagles team is going to get right in this matchup. Raiders, especially with Waller being the game time decision, he got downgraded yesterday. It limits this offense's ability to move the ball down the field. I know Henry Ruggs has been a revelation this year and has actually taken a step forward, which is nice to see. And they got Renfro. So if you want to maybe pivot to those guys in DFS, if you guys are liking this particular game, you can. Lane Johnson returns from, I think, like a 4 or 5 game absence for his mental health. He's going to come back. He's going to solidify and kind of help this offensive line go. Look for Miles Sanders. I know this is ugly to say, but look for Miles Sanders to have, I would say, a double-digit fantasy points performance. I'm not going to say he gets in the end zone because Jalen Hurts just snakes him every single time. But this is a sneaky stack in the DFS landscape. We ended up staying away from it. However, I do like the Eagles. I'm really looking at Hurts's passing ability in this game. If he ends up not shitting the bed passing the ball, I think they win this game by double digits. I think it's that big of a mismatch in the trenches. And I think if they get established with Sanders and Hurts running the football, if he can open it up for play action and hit Devontae Smith, hit those big wide receiving threats for the Eagles, I like them a lot today. Next one, we got Falcons, Dolphins over 47.5. I think this is playable up to about 48. This is the top stack for me in DFS just because it allows me a bunch of salary. Seymour, what's up, buddy? Says Sterling Shepard is out. Yep, so that is going to filter a lot of targets to Slayton. And this is disgusting to even say, but Dante Pettis is probably a good little dart play for DFS. But that's just disgusting to say. So, but no, Falcons, Dolphins over 47 here. Both of these defenses are horrific. They give up almost 30 points a game, both of them. Not just one, they both do. So I don't know how this is not in the 50 range. I know these offenses have struggled a little bit, but Tua came back in the London game, threw for over 300 yards. He ran the ball himself very well, so his mobile ability, his hip looks fine. I trust this Dolphins offense to attack this Falcons defense, and I do like the fact that Ridley's back for this Falcons offense, going up against the Miami defense that was supposed to be worth the shit this year, but has obviously went the other way, kind of like the football team's defense. But no, I like both these offense. I know Parker's ruled out. Funnel it to Waddle, funnel to Gesicki, and you'll see one of the prop bets here for Gesicki that I like as well. And that was I threw that in the Discord this morning. So if you were in the Discord, you probably got it at a little bit better number, but it's still playable at the number that we need to be. And then Packers over 28.5 team total. Big number. If you look at this matchup at the start of the season, you're like, there's probably no way that they're going to score 30 points on this football team's defense. However, if you've watched the NFL this season, for whatever reason, Chase Young is irrelevant. The teams have just gone away from him, not let him decide the game. And this defense has given up 31 points per game. That's the worst in the league. That's incredible. And I don't even know exactly who they've all played, but I just know week in and week out, giving up 31 points per game is absolutely horrific in the NFL. Justin says Tua over 13.5 rushing. Not a bad look. Not a bad look there. He rushed for I think like 30 or 40 yards last week in London. So like him to scramble there. I would go ahead and take that. But no, the football team is beat up at the cornerback position. You could fire up Devontae Adams in DFS today in all contests. I think he could play him in high risk. Can play him in cash games. He's $9,000. So if you're stacking that Tennessee KC game, more than likely you're probably not going to be able to fit him in. It's more of the cheaper stacks that you'll pay up at wide receiver for. But the football team is going to play 3 cornerbacks that have not logged a defensive snap all year long. And now you get to play against Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, and Devontae Adams. So good luck today. I think this line is 8.5. A little bit too much for me to play. And I lean the Packers to just absolutely have an onslaught today and score over 30 points. So here's some props. Once again, I forgot to change the damn thing. the damn Darren Waller picture. But no, this like kind of all correlates with what we're going with a little bit. So Aaron Rodgers over 261.5 pass yards. Maybe they think this is just going to be too much of a blowout, but I think this number is way too low. I was hoping to see it maybe in the 280 range, 290 range, but 261.5, incredibly too low for Aaron Rodgers in a matchup with absolutely zero cornerbacks for the football team. Then this one correlates. So if you were in the Discord, you got over 43.5. It's currently at 48.5. So I will actually grade this to 50. Or I'll take it at 48.5, but you can take it all the way up to 50. I think there's no reason without Parker in the lineup that Gesicki does not hit 50 receiving yards for sure. So definitely like that. But that's the advantage of getting into that Discord. It's free. No reason not to be in there. Then Jakobi Meyers. We're gonna go to the guy who's never scored a touchdown. He's going to get a touchdown today. He got one called back last week. I think they got a couple plays in there for him to get in against this lousy Jets defense. So I'm going to go plus 150, Jakobi Meyers, anytime touchdown. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions over any props that you guys are on, any fantasy relevant questions you guys are on for start and sit. I know it's bye week. A lot of people are playing people that they probably won't usually play. So it's going to be a fun Sunday. And we will see. But then the survivor pick, going to go with the Rams. This is the only double-digit spread team that I have left to use. The Cardinals are like minus 20 on the spread right now, which is insane. We used them a couple weeks ago, and so we're in this. And then for week 7 here, I'm going to take the Rams. Then you could also take the Bucks if you'd like to, but I would say a lot of people are going to be on the Bucks, Cardinals, or the Rams. So that's where I only have the Rams left to take, so that's why I landed on them. Otherwise, I probably would have went with the Cardinals. A lot of people go a little strategy with Survivor. I'm just the guy that says, hey, let's win this week and this week only, and then we'll worry about next week when it gets there. So some people plan it out their entire season. I think it's too risky to do that. So let's check out the lines, if they've changed at all since we got on air. So let me show you the Gesicki receptions or receiving yards. I was trying to find his receptions. Why does it at the bottom? Receiving. I was trying to find his receptions there, but I don't know if they're up anymore. Yeah, as soon as the Parker questionable tag came up this morning, they took off all the receptions. So I went with the receiving yards, and it's not even on there anymore. It was 48.5. So literally right before I got on stream, it was 48.5. So people must have been pounding that. So that one might not be graded. But if you guys end up finding it, maybe it's on FanDuel or whatnot. I like that as well. So to 43.5. So advantages to people in the Discord. So appreciate you guys for getting in there. Let's see. So plus 6, plus 8.5. So minus 8.5 for the Packers. And then the Falcons-Dolphins game ticked up to 48. It's nice to see. Patriots are still 7. The Chiefs, they're at minus 4. So this is a matchup that I truly loved. I wanted to take the Chiefs minus 4, and maybe I'd take a live bet on these guys, but I think this is a perfect opportunity to buy low on the Chiefs. This line was like minus 5.5, and now people are saying the Chiefs aren't going to win this game. I don't know. Sorry, Corey, but I like the Chiefs in this one. Minus 4 sounds good to me. I'm going to wait a little bit longer, see if I get 3.5. Maybe I just buy the whole entire point and go minus 3 and save it. But that might be something I tweet out right before kickoff. So Eagles were plus 2 still at plus 105 on the money line. Not bad at all. Love to see that. And I'll just say this for the stream. Dolphins was a VIP play for their money line. I got it at plus 115. It's at plus 105. So I see a lot of people going up on my end with that. So I like that to see. plus 105. So that's a VIP play that I'm going to give out on the stream. Not going to count it for the record, but for the stream's record. But wanted to give that out for anybody still here. Bucks minus 11.5. So this number has gone down. I think it was at 13. And with the AB news, Gronk news, and this Bears team played them tough last year. I want to say only lost by like a field goal or so. So very intriguing matchup here. You got a weak secondary. See if Justin Fields can expose them. We'll see. I think that's a sneaky play in DFS with those Bears receivers. And if you guys are going to watch Sunday Night Football tonight, you're going to watch a monsoon apparently. Yeah, I think this number is a little bit too high, but I ultimately I like the Colts against with that running game. But it's supposed to be like 1 to 2 inches of rain tonight in San Fran. It's supposed to be some crazy ass weather. You would think in California that stuff doesn't happen, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of weather issues there. All right, so any props that we like? Let's see what Gesicki, if it shows up. Receiving yards. So this one's got FanDuel having it at 44.5. So FanDuel, if it's got 40, so it's got 47 on DraftKings, but it's clearly off the board at DraftKings. FanDuel has it at 44.5. Maybe run to FanDuel, grab it there. They're thinking right at 44. They have the mean at 49. I would take it up to 50. That's my line that I particularly like. Let's see what Rodgers they like. Passing yards is at 263.5, but they like his over pass attempts. So I think if he's going to throw the ball 30 plus times, there's no way in absolutely hell he throws for under 300 yards, in my opinion. So I like the over 261 or 262 and a half. That's what it was. Whatever the heck it was on that PowerPoint. But that number is incredibly too low. So any prop bets you guys are thinking of, fantasy relevant stuff, we'll be here for probably another 4 to 5 minutes. I have some lineup switcheroos I got to do myself. So here's a couple of my lineups. I got a bunch of Devontae Parker in mind because I'm stacking that game. So I'm going to have to manually go through and probably just pivot from Parker up to Waddle and go from there. But as you guys can see, I have a bunch of Devontae Parker. I liked him a lot this week, and unfortunately, he could not go with the shoulder and the hamstring issues. But I'll have to adjust that and go from there. And then I'll show you guys one of my Mahomes stacks. So I got Mahomes, Hardman, Kelsey. I'm running it back with Julio. Riskier play, Julio to A.J. Brown. And you could also go with that Westbrook kid for him as well because Chester Rogers is out. But you end up going with Fournette, Swift, Edwards, and then I got Darius Slayton. I like Slayton a lot, especially now that Shepard is out. I'll probably pivot to a lot of Slayton. And that was another matchup that I liked with the Panthers, -3. For whatever reason, Daniel Jones just cannot cover at home. He just plays really, really shitty at home. For whatever reason. I don't know why. But I think he's like 12-4 if you bet against him, against the spread. So Shepard's out. Marshall's out. Let's see. Who's your guys' favorite running back this week for DFS? I want to know who you guys are on. It's a little bit different this week. I mean, obviously, if you say Derrick Henry, no shit. But he's 92 damn 100. Mine's either Fournette or Henderson. Yep, Justin. Yeah, he likes Henderson. Yeah, he's top rated in Fantasy Lives model. I just think anybody who plays the Lions should be the top rated, 1,000%. And this was a guy I've debated putting into the stack, but I ultimately just went away. I just think that Tampa Bay game was such a fluke. I mean, he had 5 rushing attempts for 9 yards last week, and he got 6 targets, so he's in the pass game a lot. However, it's just that one game had all the production, and then everybody was like, what the hell is going on with Myles Gaskin? I'm stacking that game. I'm still not putting him in there. Just can't trust him. Just says like Freeman's 4,400 value. Yeah, I could see it. For whatever reason, I'm not going to particularly play him in DFS this week. I think it's going to be the Lamar show. I think he's going to try to kind of like Jalen Hurts snake a lot of his touchdown efforts, but he's going to get double-digit attempts. So I see the value there, and his price only went up $400. Is there any word on Tyson Williams for him? Is he inactive today, or is it just the Freeman Bell show? I haven't seen anything on Tyson Williams. What time did they play? Was it 12? I think they would came out. He's got to be active, but hurt. Haven't heard anything yet. Yeah, I would think he would be active, but so maybe that he was the damn starting guy there. So who the hell knows what's going on? That's a weird dynamic there in Baltimore. That Tyson Williams was in fact a starter. Apparently had a stinger. Took a week off, came back, was the starter, and now he is irrelevant. So it's confusing as hell to me. So they play at 12, so he's got to be active then if they haven't announced that he was inactive. But who knows? Yeah, I mean, ton of value with Devontae Freeman. Just a wild card with the Tyson Williams and the Le'Veon Bell. Of course, you got Lamar Jackson there as well. So you guys are just tuning into the stream. Let me know if you guys missed the picks and missed anything. I'll be here for another 5 minutes or so. If you guys need me to run back through that through the PowerPoint, let me know. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do it because I want to. All right. So first one we got again was the Eagles +2. Falcons Dolphins over 47.5. Like this matchup a lot. Top DFS stack for me this week. Packers over 28.5 team total. Look for them to have an onslaught today against this football team's defense, who gives up a league worst 31 points per game. It's incredible to even say. But yeah, these two teams here were 29.5, and then this one was 31. So if you just said so Tyson is active. So that's the only question mark that I got with that Freeman, with the Freeman play. I mean, if Freeman's the guy there, 100%, you get a ton of value at 4,400. But if Tyson, for whatever reason, is the featured back today, who knows what the hell Harbaugh's going to do. And then the prop bets with the Darren Waller photo that I always forget to change. Rodgers over 261.5, so it's 261. I know it was like 262 just a second ago. And then the Gesicki is over 43.5. We looked on FanDuel; it's at 44.5 on FanDuel. I'm taking this all the way up till 50. So if you guys are just tuning in, if this comes back on the board at DK, take it at up to 50. And then the guy that I think is going to score his first ever touchdown in the NFL today, Gesicki's total is still not available. Okay, so if it's still not on, we won't count that as a play. This was benefit of being in the Discord. You got this line, I think like at 7 or 7:30. I literally rolled over to the Devontae Parker news and looked instantly at the Gesicki and said, "Hey, let's get this in the Discord." Threw it with the props.cash bot that we got in there, and it looked very, very promising, so went ahead and went with it. So Discord got 43.5, but if it does not come up until after game time, or if it does not come up before game time, we won't count that. And then the survivor pick, we got the LA Rams going up against the Detroit Lions with Jared Goff coming back home, and oh man, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an onslaught. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And I have some lineup adjusting to do for the next hour or so, probably 30 minutes or so, as we get ready for the DFS slate. Let's have a good Sunday, and let's cash our bets. NBA play potential tonight. I will tweet it out if I can find a nice prop that I want to go with. If not, I'm just going to keep the Sundays to NFL for the time being. So Appreciate you guys tuning in, and let's get it.